So here we are at the Social Center elevator. I'm going to show you how to use this and give you some tips and tricks. First, it's important when you're going to call the elevator that this light is off. If you come up to the door either on the first floor or the second floor and that light is on, that means the elevator's in use. And so you're not going to have an opportunity to get right in. You have to wait for that light to come off. So the light's off. The elevator is actually down here because you could see the light inside. The light that's on is inside. If this window is black, that means the elevator is upstairs. And when you call the elevator, you're going to have to hold this button down until the elevator comes all the way down. And I'll demonstrate that a little bit later. But for now, let's get on and see how it goes. So you're going to hit this button. You're going to hear a pop. That's the door unlocking, and then it opens up automatically. This door opens automatically and closes automatically. You can prop it open if you need to. It's easy to hold open, but when it closes, you'll hear it lock. And that's when you can go upstairs. So to go to the first floor, you're going to hold down the first floor key. We're going to the second floor. So we have to hold this down the entire time on the way up. And it'll be about 30 to 45 seconds. So we're going to hold it and go. This door will unlock and open by itself, and you can get out. So it'll be important not to be standing directly in front of this door due to the fact that it could open at any time because somebody could be in here. And again, it's going to close on its own and see the red light on, meaning in use. Now the light should turn off. There we go. Now, again, if you're calling, the elevator is going to stay here on the second floor. So the window is dark down below now because the elevator's up here. So if you're up here and you're getting ready to go down, just press the 2 button. It opens up. Same thing again. We walk in. We're going to wait for the door to close. A very important note here, and we're going to try to put signs on both doors, but you should not be leaning on the doors. And that is because it will jam the locks. It has nothing to do with you falling over when the door opens, which that's an obvious risk, but it will actually jam these locks. So now that we're back in the elevator and we want to go down, we're going to hit the 1 to go down. Now, notice something as I'm going down. This is a lot quieter going down than it is going up. I'm going to demonstrate, I think, from the downstairs here in a minute what that's like from the downstairs, because you will not hear this if you're on the first floor. The only thing you will know to see is the red light lit up. So you're going to hold that button down the entire time until you go all the way to the bottom. And then it opens. So now in this scenario, the elevator's upstairs. It's actually still in use. So we have to wait for that light to turn off before we can use it. Now, look in the window. You can notice it's dark, so that means the elevator is up. So I have to hold this for the elevator to come down. And I have to keep my finger on it the entire time. So that's going to be about a 30 to 45 second hold for the elevator to come down. So we're just going to wait for that. And here momentarily we should see the floor come through. There it is. And the light. And then we're just going to continue to hold this until we hear the lock engage on the door. And then it opens up. So this is going to be important if there are multiple trips going upstairs. The people who wait are going to have to wait for that light to go off so that they know that the elevator is ready for them to go up. And it's going to be the same thing if you're upstairs too. Now the only difference with if you're upstairs and you call the elevator up to you, you're going to hear that hydraulic lift bringing the elevator up. So that's the one key difference here. You really don't hear anything down here versus the upstairs. We'll do more videos if we deem necessary. I think the big thing is going to be not leaning on the doors and also not holding anything loosely above the railing. The gentleman who runs the elevator has informed me, and I'll show you here, that it is not a good idea to drop anything down behind this, because then we have to manually intervene to get whatever it is out. This button is an alarm button that can be used to also open the door if it's getting ready to close. So you can hit the alarm button and the door timer will reset. And then this stops the elevator. But the other thing to know is that if you let off the button, that also stops the elevator. So the emergency stop is kind of a redundancy because, as you can see here, taking my finger off stops it anyways. And I'm not going to go all the way up again. I'm going to just take this back down and go out. And that's how we use the elevator.